You know how many celebrities went to Diddy's house thinking they was finna dance?
Puffy invited me for weeks, asking me to come and teach him how to, wanted me to be his acting coach.
So what do you think? It's never been done before. 3 lovable drag queens driving cross-country, helping Middle America solve its problems.
Y'all want me to wear a dress?
Foolish. This isn't a throwaway role. You'll be carrying the emotional energy of the movie.
Man, it's not that I don't appreciate the offer, because I do, but there's a lot of money involved.
We're talking a major motion.
Is that a kiss? Or something way deeper? Katt Williams just stepped back into the spotlight, and he's not holding back. He chimed in on Terrence Howard's recent comments about Diddy, and what he's saying. It's wild. Katt's calling out the real reason Hollywood allegedly muzzled Terrence. And it's got people talking. So here's what went down. Terrence sat down on the PBD podcast and dropped straight-up bombshells. He claimed some celebs had to give up their man card just to climb the Hollywood ladder. And guess what? Katt Williams was screaming this same truth years ago, but everyone brushed him off like he was just ranting. Now, it's starting to look like Katt wasn't crazy at all. Even wilder word on the street is, a podcast might be in the works with both of them teaming up. Yeah, you heard that right. Rumors are flying that Katt and Terrence are planning to blow the lid off this so-called elite circle and expose what really goes down behind closed doors at those Diddy parties. So what exactly did Katt have to say about Terrence, Diddy, and the whole secretive Hollywood game? Are these two really about to join forces and spill even more celeb secrets? Because if they are, Hollywood better buckle up. Now let's get into it. You probably already heard Terrence Howard recently showed up on the PBD podcast and didn't hold back. He dropped some serious heat, claiming celebs were out here giving up their manhood just to get ahead, all while rubbing shoulders with Diddy at those infamous parties. But wait, he didn't stop there. Terrence straight up said this wasn't just rumors. According to him, this is what actually went down with a lot of the stars caught partying with Diddy over the years. Terrence dropped a straight-up bombshell. He claimed Diddy actually made a move on him and tried to get with him. According to Terrence, Diddy first slid in, acting like he needed help with his craft, saying he was looking for an acting coach. Then he switched it up, pretending he was all into Terrence's music. But here's the twist. Terrence's assistant saw right through it and gave him the heads up on what was really going down. Once Terrence found out what Diddy was allegedly trying to pull, he shut it down immediately and cut all ties. But it wasn't just Diddy. Terrence said he had more than one producer trying to test him with shady behind-the-scenes offers. And every time, he stood his ground and shut it all down like a boss. Still, he kept it real. Standing on principle came with a price. Terrence admitted that saying no in those situations may have cost him some serious opportunities in the industry. Hollywood doesn't always reward people who don't play the game, and he felt the consequences of that. And as soon as that interview hit the net, social media exploded. People couldn't believe what they were hearing. Nobody expected a big-name Hollywood actor to actually say Diddy tried to get at him. But here's the thing. Terrence isn't the first to speak on this. Years ago, Katt Williams was already ringing alarm bells. He told everyone something wasn't right with Diddy, but folks brushed it off. Katt even said on camera that Diddy once tried to invite him to dinner, and Katt had to shut it down real quick. Last year, during his viral sit-down on Club Shay Shay, Katt Williams turned all the way up. He didn't just throw shade, he lit the whole place on fire. Katt claimed he had to curve Diddy's advances multiple times over the years. Yeah, it wasn't just a one-time thing. Katt said Diddy kept coming back, and every time he had to shut it down. Now with Terrence Howard stepping forward and revealing he had a very similar experience, where he had to say nah to Diddy, Katt's showing him serious support. It's like the two finally found someone else who knows exactly what that pressure feels like behind closed doors. And get this, word's going around that Katt and Terrence might actually team up for a podcast where they'll air out everything. The streets are buzzing, and even though nothing's been confirmed, fans are already losing their minds just thinking about the chaos that duo could unleash. One fan on X said, "Will someone please put Terrence Howard and Katt Williams together in a room?" Another added, "Gotta love Terrence Howard and Katt Williams. they're both on the same wavelength. And honestly, they're not wrong. These two have been speaking out on the same exact issues for years. They both believe there's a deeper Hollywood agenda at play, one that allegedly tries to break down and emasculate black men to control who makes it to the A-list. Katt's been loud about this for a minute, especially calling out how so many black male actors were pushed to wear dresses before getting their big break. Now, with Terrence echoing those same claims, it's not looking like a coincidence anymore. Now the word going around is that Terrence Howard may have been blacklisted for refusing to throw on a dress. Yup, insiders are saying he's one of many actors who got quietly pushed out for not going along with Hollywood's alleged behind-the-scenes pressure to soften up their image. This whole conversation about Hollywood pushing a more feminine image onto black men, it's been circulating for years, and plenty of actors and comedians have called it out. One of the first to sound the alarm, Eddie Griffin. Way back in 1999, Eddie took shots at the industry in his movie Foolish, where he didn't just act, he wrote the script too. In it, Eddie plays a hungry up-and-comer named Miles Foolish Ways trying to break into the game. And guess what happens? There's a wild scene where studio execs flat out try to convince him to wear a dress for a role. They even say all the A-listers have done it. Sound familiar? Eddie used that movie to call out what he saw happening in real life, way ahead of his time. Then fast forward to 2006. Dave Chappelle sat down with Oprah and dropped his own bombshell. He told a wild story about how he was allegedly pressured to wear a dress for a movie role alongside Martin Lawrence. The way he described it, it sounded like a scene ripped straight from Foolish. Just like Eddie, Dave said no and walked away from the whole setup. It's like every time someone refuses to play that game, they vanish from the spotlight for a while. So when Kevin Hart was asked about Dave Chappelle's story, the one where Dave said he got pressured to wear a dress, Kevin just brushed it off, saying that kind of stuff never happened to him. But then just a few years later, boom, Kevin popped up on SNL in a full-blown dress during a sketch. And that moment right there, it changed everything for him. After that appearance, Kevin's career went sky high. His fame, his movie roles, his name in every room, it all blew up. And some people are convinced that the dress moment was the turning point that unlocked his A-list access. But the dress drama didn't stop there. Katt Williams wasn't buying the just a comedy bit excuse. He came out swinging, saying the dress situation goes way deeper. Katt claimed it's all tied to whether or not you choose to dance with the Illuminati in Hollywood. Now, when Katt first made those claims, most folks laughed him off and labeled him as some conspiracy theorist. But now, people are starting to rethink all of that, especially after Katt doubled down on the accusations last year during his explosive Club Shay Shay interview. Katt even dropped a bomb saying Martin Lawrence tried to slide him into his first dress for Big Mama's house. But when Katt turned it down, guess who swooped in and took the role? Brandon T. Jackson. It's got people wondering, is there a hidden pattern here that nobody wanted to see before? Now let's circle back to Terrence Howard, because new reports are hitting the scene and they're pointing straight at the dress situation as one of the real reasons Hollywood shut him out. For years, the official story was that Terrence got dropped from Iron Man 2 for having anger issues or being difficult on set. But Terrence wasn't letting that slide. He clapped back hard, saying that had nothing to do with it. According to him, the real issue was much deeper. He refused to let Hollywood big shots decide how a black man should look or act on screen. He wasn't about to trade in his masculinity just to fit some silent agenda. Terrence laid it all out. He believes black actors are being pushed to carry a softer, more submissive image if they want to level up in the industry. He said straight up, "My daddy taught me, never take the vertebrae out of your back or the base out of your throat. I ain't raising sheep, I raised men. Stay a man." Then he dropped the real heat. Everything is androgynous now. The more successful men are the ones who act effeminate. That quote had people shook. And in a separate recent interview, Terrence didn't just repeat himself, he went harder. He said there's a serious issue in Hollywood when it comes to strong black male representation. He pointed out how only white men seem to be allowed to be both powerful and non-threatening without getting penalized.
Picture here, Foolish.
I don't know, man.
Harrison.
That's Harrison. So I guess that's me.
Yep. That's it. Yeah. Love it.
I ain't feeling that, man. Oh. Can I just say something that every actor probably want to say to a couple of gentlemen like yourselves?
Sure, sis. Anything you want to say?
Yeah. Kiss my black.
I owe you a dinner, man. I obviously can't afford to get
I'm
anything
gonna tell you
else.
like I told Puffy, I don't let men take me out, sir. I'm good. I'll do no different.
Terrence didn't sugarcoat a thing. He said, the man has been dehumanized, and with the way things are playing out, he believes the new formula in Hollywood is designed to strip men of their strength and turn them into something they're not. They let white men be strong, but when it comes to black men, strength is seen as a threat. That's what Terrence said, and he didn't stop there. He added, I'm not about to remove a few chromosomes just to fit in somebody's script. They need to expand their stories, to let men be men while still appreciating a woman's beauty. And just like that, social media went crazy. Some folks are out here calling Terrence and Katt nothing more than conspiracy chasers, saying they're focused on the wrong fight. Like we've got bigger problems than who's wearing dresses in a movie. But on the flip side, there's a growing army of fans who are backing them hard, saying it's about time someone peeled back the curtain on Hollywood's darker side. People are even begging for these two to drop a podcast and let the real tea boil over. Whether you agree or not, this convo is getting louder and the industry can't keep ignoring it. So now it's your turn. What do you think about all this? Are Katt and Terrence just stirring up drama for clout, or are they actually putting a spotlight on something other stars are too scared to say out loud? Let us know in the comments below. And hey, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and tap that notification bell so you don't miss the next drop. Catch you on the next one.